We wanted to hold up a mirror to popular culture.
Right now, there are all of the issues which are surfacing. You have the Me Too movement, you have Hollywood and politics, all bubbling up with issues of harassment and unequal pay, and alongside that, you have pop-up museums and selfie culture. So we decided to merge those two things. Our agency has a thinker-maker DNA, so we dove headfirst into creating this cultural mashup, designing the exhibits, sourcing materials, and building this experiment by ourselves. First by hand within the agency walls, and later with the help of professional fabricators. We spent over 2 months making a series of installations and planning a 5-day pop-up in the San Francisco Design District. The first exhibit we created is the Wallflowers. It's a series of custom wallpapers that, on their own, are beautiful and evocative, but when you look closer, you'll discover visual content based on issues like wage inequality, beauty standards, and imposter syndrome. The corporate climb is a metaphor for the struggle to achieve the same heights as men. We landed on this literal depiction of a climbing wall that signifies the rigorous effort to get to the top. Still only 5% of Fortune 500 CEOs are women. Our moneymaker machine speaks to the fact that there's not only a wage gap, but an elusive finance and investment gap as well. Women are still at a financial disadvantage, and all of these financial realities are even more pronounced for women of color. We also have the sea of objectification. This exhibit garners the most attention and the most interest. We knew it was provocative, we knew there would be a lot of conversation around it, and really that was the point. Our statement is simply, this is how society treats us, as objects. So we filled a pool with actual anatomical objects. Interestingly, women flock to this exhibit more than any other. It may be because it's viewed as body positive, or more likely, because imagery like this is usually created for men's pleasure. And our installation is taking the symbolism back and labeling it for what it is. For 5 nights in San Francisco, women came to That Lady Thing, sipped cocktails, shared stories, and shot selfies. They also raised almost $10,000 for the National Women's Law Center. The activation crossed over from the experiential to the digital, as women shared their images on social, and we received press from global, national, and local outlets with stories that reached over 116 million viewers. That Lady Thing is just one medium in a much larger conversation. Even if it doesn't change statistics or paychecks overnight, it begins to engage these topics in a rich new environment, perhaps reaching a new audience. Of course, we'll still march and protest and donate, but why not call for change in creative ways too?